Hey everybody, hope you're doing fine on this Friday. Today we begin a brand new topic in our Pele's journey, day 125. Today we're going to do Bikurim, first fruits. Ready? Barak? Here we go. Bikurim hi mitzvah, chas mitay mitzvah shayisunak is manj beis hamikdash. The mitzvah Bikurim is one of the 613 that was applicable in the times of the Beis Hamikdash. However, there is digma. There's an example of this even today. Shari Amr, it says, somebody who gives a gift to Talmid Chacham, it's like he brought Bikurim. It's interesting. This week's parsha, we're going to read how Yaakov Avinu gave a doron to Esav. Now, Esav was anything but a Talmid Chacham, but it is fascinating, the last that we have a doron here and doron there. We have learned when a person is able to think and consider in his heart that it's because of our sins that the Beis Hamikdash was destroyed. And we are unable to currently fulfill the mitzvahs that are applicable in the Beis Hamikdash. With this, it becomes known, like what are we really feeling? It becomes like more true, central, like what's going on inside. Right? It becomes more real and authentic. Right, how genuine we are in terms of like our ability, what we want, our ratzon, we want to fulfill this in the Beis Hamikdash. It's befitting for a man or woman who wants to make Hashem proud. A good practice, even today, when the Beis Hamikdash is not around, is to separate some type of bikurim from everything you got. So a first fruit from everything, because everything that you produce has the first of it. So what are you going to do with that first thing? Give it to Hashem. Everything that you've acquired. Everything that you have. Separate a portion first to Hashem and give it to people who are learning Torah, or to poor people. The virtue of charity, which is given in the form of household items, is an amazing thing. Unlike cash, again, cash is great, but if you could give charity in the form of like household items that are readily usable and available, it becomes it has an immediate benefit, which is very helpful. This is a replica of Bikurim, and will bestow a blessing upon one's storehouses. Indeed, in the mitzvah of Bikurim is if a person wants to divide his sons, that some of his sons should work, some of his sons should learn, so that, right, a person has a whole bunch of children, he wants some to learn and some to work. That way the ones that are working should support the learning. He has like this whole idea. So which son should do what? Says the Pele, it's a fascinating thing. He says, try at your hardest if you're going to make this separation with your children, that some are going to work and some are going to learn. Pele says to try to make it that the first one, the Bechar, is going to be the one to learn. Esmach to this is the pasuk Kaddish Likol Bachar. This is unless the younger son is more charif, he's sharper, he's quicker in learning. The Bachar no barachi, and the Bachar is not learned. She had Talmid Chacham. Azma. Lasos, then what are you supposed to do? Find good wherever you can. Apply effort, whatever you can, to try. To try to find the Bechar as the first one. That your first son should be a Talmid Chacham. Besides for the fact that there's this concept that everything that you produce, you should provide Bikurim, and this would be an extension of that rule, there's another reason, says the Pele. It's if the younger son is a Talmid Chacham, he's going to be more respected by other people than his older brother. Not only that, but the older one will be chayv to respect the younger one. And this is likely to lead to hatred and to competition amongst the brethren. But however, if the Bechar is the oldest, if the oldest one, the Bechar is the Talmid Chacham, so then that's like part of the natural cycle. The young ones respect the older ones. It's not like the other way around. It's like these precious stones, and every man will assume his position in peace. All right, that concludes the section of Bikurim. In Mitzvah Shem on Sunday, we're going to begin a brand new topic called Birurim, arbitrations. With that, have an amazing Shabbos. In Mitzvah Shem, we'll see you next time.